Yo, what's happening, everybody? It's your man's Ken Jackson. This is the Ken Jackson Experience. And so I'm sure, as usual, a lot of you are aware of what's going on in the world, particularly in the world of our fearless leader, current resident of the White House, Donald Trump. And looks like the shit's catching up. Things are coming out. People are writing books. The rats are jumping ship. And looks like the end is near. But don't get too comfortable, because as you all know, anything can happen. This guy has skated through 4 years of lying and deceiving the American people with no consequence. His base is stronger than ever, and you better believe they're going to get out there and vote to keep this clown in office. So it is vitally important that you all get out there and vote, but not only vote, but continue to work after the vote. Continue to be involved afterwards. I said that in the last video I posted. So important that we participate on a continuing basis. The work doesn't just stop after Election Day. So anyway, I know this is a little shaky because I'm holding this thing in my hand. And I apologize. Don't have my tripod with me on this trip. But anyhow, what I particularly wanted to speak about today is the recent disparaging remarks Donald Trump has said about our fallen heroes. And not just the fallen heroes, he has besmirched the entire military. I don't care how you try to spin it. This man has a total disdain for our military services. I heard someone say, well, he loves our military. He just don't like the generals. The generals are the military, along, with the working class enlisted people. But the generals are the ones that give the orders. The generals are the ones that have the experience and the knowledge to make sure that we can fight and win. They know what's needed as far as training and equipment. They're the ones who advise him on current and projected threats throughout the world. These are the people that he depends on for vital information regarding the security of our country. But he's going to badmouth them. He's going to say, as he said, all they care about is keeping the defense contractors happy. But wait a minute. Wasn't it Donald Trump, not so long ago, who was bragging about the huge weapons deal with Saudi Arabia? What was it, like $200 and something billion in weapons sold to Saudi Arabia? Now, my question is, why are we selling so many weapons? Think about it. We're supposed to be the beacon of freedom, the beacon of prosperity and opportunity in the world. And let me explain first. I get it. Security is very, very important, because there are some evil actors out there that wish us no good. However, let's be honest, we haven't done a lot of great around the world ourselves. In fact, we've been involved in a lot of dirty dealings, and we've tried to disguise it in the name of freedom and humanity, and justice for all. But America's hands are dirty. America's hands are dirty. And Donald Trump has made him even dirtier. And a day of reckoning is coming. I hate to say it, but our day is coming. Somebody's going to say, you know what? I'm tired of the Americans' bullshit, and they're going to slap the shit out of us. And don't get it twisted. Don't think that we can't be beaten militarily. Granted, we have the most experienced and most lethal military force that's ever existed on the planet Earth. But the Chinese are no slouches. The Russians are no slouches. In fact, the only reason they haven't attacked us up until now is because of nuclear weapons. Because of the nuclear stalemate that we all have against each other. They know that if it comes down to it, the United States will end it all for everybody. We've proven before, because we, the United States, are the only country that has ever used nuclear weapons in wartime. In fact, the United States did it twice. We dropped 2 nuclear weapons on Japan at the end of World War II. So there's no doubt around the world that the United States will use them. So it's quite funny to me that the U.S. goes around bullying everybody, saying that you can't have this, you can't have that, and for those that already have them should give them up and just trust that we're going to protect everybody. Ain't nobody trusting the U.S. like that, especially with Donald Trump in office. Second thing that I want to talk about is the fact that Donald Trump has lied to the American people about the coronavirus. Now, I know that's not a surprise and shock to anybody because he lies so much. But what amazes me is the fact that we've heard it in his own words. He said it himself. Bob Woodward got it on tape. And it wasn't a sneaky recording. It was a recording that was approved and authorized by Donald Trump himself. And after hearing him say that, he still has the overwhelming support of his base. His press secretary has tried to spin it 10 times sideways with her lies, and she ain't making it no better. A lie is a lie. I don't care how you slice it. Donald Trump is evil, y'all. But y'all still support him. I'm talking specifically to you Trump supporters that follow me. He's evil. He's a liar. He's racist. Yes, he is racist. You can't deny it. He hates Muslims. He hates Hispanics. He hates black folks. He hates anybody, basically, that's not a Trump. And goddamn it, you can't deny it. I'll argue with anybody about that. So if you want to argue, leave your comments below. I will respond, and I can be just as petty as the rest of you out there if it comes to that. But anyhow, like I said, the end is near. Election day is 53 or 52 days away, and this dude is about to really start pulling out all the evil tricks and stunts and distractions to do whatever he can to get reelected. We got the power to stop that. I got a few friends here on Facebook that are house niggers. I'll call them house niggers because that's what they are. Telling black folks don't vote because it doesn't do any good for us. Listen, Negro, if we don't participate, if we don't take our seat at the table, we can't complain about nothing. And like I said before, it doesn't end on election day. We have to continue the fight and continue the work after election day and the rest of the year. Locally, regionally, statewide, and nationally. We have to be involved. That's the only way it's going to work. I don't understand so many things that have gone wrong in our system. I mean, I understand it, but I don't understand it, if that makes any damn sense. Hell, it don't make sense to me. None of the shit makes sense. Cops are out of control. I got a lot of my white friends who still don't understand why we're so angry about police killing black folks. They don't understand what it's like to walk out your door every day and have to worry about being accosted by the people that are hired to protect us. They just, I don't know why they don't get it. Maybe they're faking it. Maybe they do understand it, but they really don't want to admit it, because then they'd be admitting to the fact that they do have white privilege. I don't know. But I'm about to start cutting a lot of motherfuckers off that, in my opinion, are just stupid. Because the writing's on the wall. The stuff is so obvious. Think about it. Police can murder a black person with no consequences, no fear of prosecution. Now, how is it that the ones who are tasked with enforcing the laws are immune to those same laws? Does that make any damn sense? Think about it. Be honest. Does it make sense that a cop is immune to the laws that they're hired to enforce? None at all. In fact, they should be held to a higher standard because they're police. The consequences should be even greater for them if they murder somebody. Don't get me wrong. There are times when the police have to use lethal force. There are times when they do. However, when it comes to us, it seems like lethal force is their first choice. And you can argue that, hey, more white people are killed by police than black folks, this, that. That's because there's more fucking white people in the country than black folks, for one. But it's a disproportionate number of black folks killed by police in comparison. And the vast majority of those white folks that are killed by police are killed by police because they're shooting at the damn police. They're having gun battles with the cops. They're drawing weapons on the cops. But in our case, we're holding cell phones. We're walking down the street. We have our hands up. We're laying on the ground, handcuffed, immobile. And we end up dead. Explain that. How can you even compare that? How can you? I'm not trying to hear any of y'all's bullshit anymore about black on black crime, because there's just as much white on white crime and Hispanic on Hispanic crime. All of that goes without saying. We're talking about systemic, racist crimes committed against people of color. That's what we're talking about. It needs to stop. It needs to stop ASAP. But of course, we all know it's not going to stop. And it may come to a very violent end. Pay attention, y'all. The Civil War has started. It's ongoing as we speak. And I'm not talking about a civil war like the North and the South back in the 1800s. I'm talking about a modern day civil war where you have multiple factions jockeying and fighting for position, fighting for political power, fighting for financial power, fighting for whatever ideals they feel like they believe in and stand for. It's not just black and white, rich and poor, good and evil. It's all of that. And y'all got to pay attention, people. We got to get it together. And we got to stop the madness before we totally self-destruct. So November 3rd, get out there and vote. And then after the vote, continue participating in the process of making this country what it should be. Not what a bunch of white men from the 1700s envisioned it as. Because when the Constitution was drafted and they said all men were created equal, we weren't included in that because they didn't consider us men. So we have to change that. We have to change that. All people, all humans, no matter what color, what race, what religious or political followings, have to be treated the same and have to be offered the same opportunities as anyone else. We have to eliminate this culture of a controlling class, of an elite class. We gotta get rid of that. We're all the same, damn it. We all eat the same way. We all wake up in the morning the same way. We put our fucking pants on the same way. We want the same things for our families. We want to live well. We want to prosper. We want to be able to live happy, joyous lives. But there's a lot of evil ones out there that want to control everything and want to hoard everything and want to have everything for themselves. Those are the ones that we should be fighting against. Those are the ones we got to eliminate. Plain and simple. They got to die. They got to go. Because we all have to live in this world together. God made us different colors, shapes, sizes, gave us different languages. And his most important commandment was to love one another. Think about that. And I'm saying that I'm not a religious person, but I do believe in God. I do believe in a higher power. We weren't just here accidentally. We are definitely here by design. That I know. That I believe. But you're not in any way going to convince me that whoever or whatever created us had a favorite people, had a favorite race, any of that bullshit like religion teaches us. We're all God's people. And damn it, we need to act like it. We need to come together and we need to make this entire world great. We need to make life abundant and prosperous for everyone because we all deserve to live well. We got to stop the fighting. We got to stop the wars. We got to stop hunger. We got to stop homelessness. We need to come together and take care of one another. Plain and simple. I'm your man's Ken Jackson, coming to you from Opelika, Alabama today, y'all. I'm getting unloaded here at Walmart distribution center. And then from here, I'm headed up to upstate New York. I can't even pronounce the name of the town, but it's just north of Albany. And then after that, who knows? All right, so God bless. Everybody be happy. November 3rd, y'all. November 3rd. Vote. And then the work begins. I'm out. Peace.